Perfect. You guys tuned in to the only baitcaster tutorial you'll ever need to see for catfish. All right, let's get to it.
Your rod looks like this, or makes you feel like this,
Man, I hate this rod.
then follow along closely.
So a couple of considerations that you want to keep in mind is you want to know what kind of baitcaster you have. Okay, so my baitcaster doesn't have any magnetic braking, which means I have to rely solely on mechanics of the other portions of the reel in order to deliver a good cast without backlash. Okay, so with this rod in particular, the spool tensioner is what's going to be your best friend. Okay, when you release that line and you feel the line moving and it drops. Now, if it drops at a rate that's too fast, you'll have issues. So what I do is I tighten this line up until we're not moving. You see how the line's not moving at all? Then I just want to back this spool tensioner off so slightly so that the line's dropping very slow, okay? And that almost guarantees that when you throw this baitcaster out, that you're not going to have any backlash, okay? So then I just pull it back, throw it back out. As it hits the water, if you guys caught that, but as it hit the water, I didn't even have to stop it with my thumb. Okay, we'll do that again. Okay, watch. I'm going to put the line in front of you guys so you can see it after I throw it, and it's not going to backlash because of how I set the tensioner knob. So you guys seen that? That went out pretty far too, and no backlash, okay? And guys, this has no braking, no magnetic braking. We just achieved this off the tensioner knob. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced and you want to take it to the next step, if it's slightly falling, just turn it ever so slightly more. It's all based, if you hold the rod at a 45-degree angle and you release the spool and you let it drop, you need to take that into consideration every time you throw the rod, due to the size of the bait, the size of the weight, all that stuff, and you need to use that tensioner knob, especially if it doesn't have magnetic braking, in order to slow down the rate in which your spool's letting out line. Okay, get the weight falling about like that. You want to throw it out. Sometimes you can get a little bit more distance. Now, with that being in mind, you need to hover your finger over that line, okay? And as you, especially if you're fishing at night, even if you just hover it, it's not going to cause any backlash. We'll do that one more time. Like, the more used to it you get, the better you'll be when it comes to throwing out bait. So this bait caster is not meant for casting, yet we can really get some distance out of it. So just like before, you hold the line. We've checked the tensioner. It's where we want it. We go back behind us. We cast it out. Now you're going to hover over the line. Zero backlash, okay? Hover over the line, zero backlash. That's if you want to get a little bit more distance out of it. But if you want a guaranteed situation where when you throw the line, you never backlash, then set that tensioner knob in such a way that the line is barely moving. Okay guys, so like I said, if you want a guaranteed cast out of a bait caster for catfishing, the only thing that you need to worry about is this tensioner knob. And if you want to tighten it up so that the line is not falling, ever so slightly back it off so that the line barely starts dropping. You reel it in to casting length, drop your spool release, grab your line, go behind your back, cast it out, you'll have to not even touch the line. 0 backlash. Okay? And use that on your next fishing trip. Guys, I really appreciate you tuning in, watching my YouTube page, leaving likes and comments, subscribing. It really means the world to me. Like I said, I'll keep dropping videos every Saturday. You guys give us suggestions in the comments what you want to see. And hopefully coming soon, we're going to be getting a Sea Arc flat cat. We're going to be out on the water. Man, and then the content's really going to ramp up then. So you guys stay tuned for that. And remember, at 100 subscribers, we are going to do a giveaway. It's just to show my appreciation for you guys. Like I said, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. God bless.